はい、こんばんは。では、バルダーズゲート3やっていきましょう。さあ、前回、ムーンライズタワーの地下には、マインドフレイヤーの秘密の研究施設がありました。というところから、始めていきましょう。話ね。まあ、だいたい探索終わったから、ここだね。ソームがいるところに行きましょう。ああ、ここにも頭脳がある。もうこれ頭脳見に行かないと。何これ、回復？これ回復のちゃう。わお。ネトネトする箱、ネバネバするタンク。ああ、なるほどね。で、頭脳を見つけたから、置きに行きましょう。見に行きましょうか。ほい。ほい。新鮮な脳だな。新鮮な脳。はい。頭痛い。子供？子供だ。どうやってここに来た？
I live here. We saw a big spiky snail. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. With big wiggly legs.
船のことだよな。
Night, night.
No one stopped me yet.
ダメか。
Best be on my way.
じゃあこのまま行きましょうか。将軍のところへ。よし、行きましょう。全員乗ってな。また落ちたらめんどくさいぞ。降りろ。妖精がもがいている。この下にビッグマザーがいるんじゃない？はい。セーブ入ったね。
no longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar. We found it. The absolute is behind this door.
もちろん入ります。え、誰？あ、3人の。
You said it was under control.
誰？なんか主人公みたいな。3人の3天皇みたいなのがいるんですね。あ、ゴータシュ。
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on neck-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up.
ゴータシ教もやばいやつ。
So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, again,
その武器かっこいい、そのだが。
But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick,
あの武器が本当お前の手の内にあったら拳を握ったらどうだ？
your fist. Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds.
俺たちはあの町へ行く。やっ
We're going
ぱ
to
り
the
最
city
弱な
and
ん
we
だ、そうめは。
expect you to follow. Army and
お
the
前は後か
weapon
らこう
in
軍とあ
tow.
の武器を持ってな。
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Ball.
ベハルとベインの直令。うわ、でっかい脳だ。これがアブストリート。冠みたいなの被ってる。
The Testament of Merkel.
この3つの証ってことね。
An elder brain.
エルダー
One
ブレイ
of
ン。
the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by
クリー
mere
チャーなのこれはあ
mortals.
くまで。
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen.
あの冠を手に入れれば
To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mistra commands.
ゲイルダメだ。
What choice do I have?
自爆したらみんな死ぬ。
More than just a goddess counseled my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance.
ダメだ。他の方法探そう。
More than myself right now. I have no desire to end your life. You know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so, very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
Stand by me.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke
あ、
Ravengard.
これが大公
The
爵なの。
absolute.
アブソリュート見たまえ。
You wag your word flap in vain, orderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your
あ
shredded
あ、や
flesh
ば
will
い。
serve
やばい、妖精に。
us.
ああ。ツルソウルになっちゃう。あ、入った。
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin
お
the
前はあの
march.
武器を
You may catch up with the army
プリ
once
ズム
you've
ってことな
retrieved the
回
weapon.
収したら軍を追ってこ
And
い
Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time,
放棄は
faithful
来たし
ones.
バルダーズゲートに進
March on Balder's Gate.
む。うわー死の軍団。
We go to prepare the way.
エルダーブレインか。大公爵は妖精に感染してバルダーズゲートへ連れて行かれた。アブソルートの心臓を見つけた。なるほどね。セーブしよ
There you
う。
are.
ああ、できなかっ
As
た。
predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
ここへ来たのは陰謀を消し去るためだ。お前もついでに消してやる。
Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other
他
god
の
could
神で
grant
与え
me.
られないたった一つのものを
My
授けた。
daughter's life returned. Her
娘の
heart
よみ
beating
がえり
once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen.
代わりに差し出したの
Join
は
Oren and Gortash to
ア
grow
ブソルト
the
教団
cult
の
of the
一員
Absolute
となること。
and
オー
then
リン・ゴータ氏。
take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you
そして
as
我
my
がしもべ
servant.
としてよみがえらしてやろう。いや、こんなんお前は味方を裏切る。いや、おしゃべりで終わらせ
With
よ
pleasure.
う。終わらせるぞ。
Nothing can harm Ketherick as long as Nightsong is caged.
なんで書いてあるんですか。今なんで書いてあった。ナイトソングが檻に閉じ込められてる間、ケセリックを閉じ込められ、傷つけられない。ナイトソングが檻に閉じ込められてる。これか。いつの間に。そういうこと。
Step by step.
はい、こちら。檻に閉じ込められた。これ誰が檻に閉じ込めてんだこれ。 触れればいいんだよね、たまに。
Yes.
加速。自分に加速。
I am your death.
危険な命令。
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
君はどうしよっかな。イグニわあ、恐怖きつい。
Focus your attack, soldiers.
普通の回復でいいな。電撃を食らえ。
Be quick.
エイリンを触る解放。ナイス回避。アーマークラス高くてよかったね。オッケー、マインドフレーキ。あ、
Vengeance. Taking up position.
Back in your cage. Focus your attack, soldiers. ビーム使うのはもったいないな。
みんな団子となってきてるな。
Of course.
じゃあ火球でもぶち込んでやるか。
Miss this. Time to move.
ああ、浄化された。勝手に。面白い。さあ、加速でも入れようかな。
My strength is yours.
アステリオに加速入れて、
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
音楽をエイリンにかけれない。何クリッカー引いてくらってんだ。いいダメージ食らった。
May it please, Mistra.
登れない。
This is good.
仮の一撃だ。あそこ終えちゃったやん。
Best be on my way.
エイリン回復しましょう。いいよ、終わらせて。ミスミスミスミスミス。終わらせてよかったんだけどな。
My victims await.
聖なる一撃。おミスしまくりじゃない？隠滅させ予言してからにした。じゃあこれで終わらせよっか。終わりだ。 私は不
What
滅
a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
エターナル I am eternal こんな弱いわけないよな。ああ
Myrkul,
第2段階ある。
Lord of Bones. I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
I am Lord. Oneの王 さあマーコだってでかすぎんだろ。いやそんなことどうでもいいです。我は死で終わりではない始まりだ。あの武器かっこよ。デスサイズ
Oh dear.
これは
Now you wear a face to match your soul.
めっちゃマークールの首都なの。ちょっと見よっか、調べよう。近くのリーチは骨越えきついな。資料抵抗、霊気抵抗、特完全耐性。ファイヤーボール。
Time to kill.
Unleash me.
残してがよかったな。聖なる一撃を。ほらーめちゃくちゃ食らった。カリードの獲物。
One life to my life. Sustain me,
アストリオンかも。うわー落ちたー。死者の表示。回復してアストリアンには追加で回復してファイヤーボール急所攻撃59いいダメージ勝てるんですこれ勝てる勝てる勝てる勝てるナイス Defeat the Apostle of マーキールの使徒を倒した。
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master.
I am the master.
My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
イソベルの娘だったんだ。あー、エクソシストで見たことある。まあまあ役に立ってくれてる。恨みが、責任の恨みが。
Now, we pick our way toward our fates, unleashed. You have my sword, my fealty.
忠誠を誓う。やった。
Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
忠誠誓われた。なぜゲイルに向かって忠誠を誓ったんだろうか。
Permanently this time.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take
ス
it.
リ君ネザーストーン。お、次はゴーたちのネザーストーン手に入れるな。
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
なんだ、ポータルが開いた。あ、守護者。
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither God nor man.
アブソリュートはやっぱエルダーブレインなん
you
だ。
saw. Held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. Subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
どうすればいいんだろうな。確かにどうやってプリズムを離れた
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
「この石はなんだネザー
The
ストーン初
crown's
めて聞いた
marking
な。
suggests it was forged in Netherrealm,
神々に匹
an
敵するほど魔
ancient
法を極め
empire
たこと
whose
で
mastery over magic
帝国
rivaled
ネザ
that
リ
of
ン
the
の
gods.
死。
It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese. These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
戦闘中にケサリックが変身したがあれはな
I
んだ
believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of
マークールの騎士
necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash,
ゴータ
an
氏は武
arms
器商
dealer
人であ
and
り
a
奴隷商
slaver.
人暴虐
He is a
の神
worshipper
ベイン
of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me. But
殺
the way
戮の
she
神ベ
spoke,
ハル
it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death,
アブソリュートはあ
And
くま
our
で傀
enemies
儡
are
で
chosen of the
本
dead
当はその
three.
3人がボスと。
Bane, Baal, and Murgle. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen,
あ
granting
あ、
them
信徒がいるわけ
incredible
な。最
powers.
も経験なし。
Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But
Baldur みたい
working
なのがいるわけか。
together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
これからどうする？
The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. In the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen
奴ら
before
の
that
石を奪っ
happens.
て街
We
が
must
マイ
take
ンド
their
フレアだらけにな
stones.
るのを防ぐ。
Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
なるほどね。オーリンと何これ、死神の抱擁。わ、アダマンタイトより強いかもしれない。発動するとどんな呪文アクションにでも移動させられることがなくなる。ただし敏捷力セービングするのか。あー、なるほどね。死神の方、死者の方向。キエセリックの盾。呪文セーブ難易度、呪文攻撃ロールプラス1。いいね。丸められたね。わあ。パパ愛してるね。今の盾。これまあ、敏捷力セーブするがプラスになればいいな。で、アダマンタイトアーマーとどっちがいいかだけど、まあ頭にこれつけてるからクリティカルヒットさせられないね。銅はこれでいい気がするな。意志を受け継げ、神のだ。いやー、よかったなー。クラウドジャイアント作っとくか、1個。
Can't slow down.
マインドプレイヤーがいるな。
What's in here?
ここにもなんかあるよ。アブソリュートラムレット。最終的な終わり。大構想。ああ、マインドプレイヤーのやつ。
Let's see.
さあ、そろそろ読めるんじゃない？ そろそろこの3位の資料読めるんじゃない？
You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs.
鍵がなければダメ。わからんね。
I've been thinking on all that you learned below.
There better
If
be
you've
a
got your
soft
breath,
bedroll in my near
We ought to
future.
discuss our next steps.
おお、戻ってきた。
There are important matters to discuss.
なんか座ってる。あ、拠点か、ここ。いや、違うよな。次の奥義の事柄。なんか座ってる右皿が。
Like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I
何の
just had
話
a
だ？
lit torch. The crown!
冠
The one
ね。
the
はい
Elder
はいは
Brain was
い。
wearing.
ネザリーの魔法、とても純
Magic.
粋で完全に対
So
処され
pure.
てきから。
Most Netherese artifacts contain. I
あの
can't
冠
fathom
が
how such
あ
a
るのは
wonder
奇跡だ。
survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with that crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and
なるほど、あ
everything
の
we hold
冠
dear.
さえ有効利用
Understanding
で
its
きれ
true
ば
nature
爆発しなくても勝て
might
るんじゃない
unlock
か
the
と。
means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the
キャンドルキ
finest
ープの
book
こちら
collections
がある
this
最高
side
の
of
領収書ってい
Candlekeep.
う。
Sorcerer's
図
Sundries.
書館。
I need to go there and...
なるほど。バル
Sorcerer's
ダーズゲートの
Sundries is
本屋
no
さん。まあじゃ
mere
あ魔法書
trading
店。
post. It's been their collection of red. You'll have to forgive my eagerness.
New perils await. The shadows yet fest. There are depths. Do illithids possess souls?
イリシットに魂はあるか。わからない。
No,
マインドフレイにはない。
yet. The three
だが三者は
amass
三
an
天王は
illithid army void of apostolics, a flock without until such time be availed. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. Where matters of balance are concerned, no.
なるほどね。さあ、ミンサラ、助けたぞ。
I will never tire of sitting on dead
玉座に
men's
座らない気分。
thrones.
いいチームだ。
My blood ran hot when we broke Ketheric's bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us.
クリエイターチャレンジ
It
な。
is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his
ベハルの
co-conspirators
ブラッドレター、オーリン。
all too well. Baal's blood letter. Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the
あの女
absolute.
崇拝していた？
I worshipped
あ、そうな
that
んだ。
woman. Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hand, she is
彼
the
女が飛ばすし、アブソリュートの嘘を吹き込んだ。
indoctrinated me with the absolute's lies.
イブリス。なるほどね。
When I first visited
初めてムーンライ
Moonrise,
ズを訪れた時、はい
I。stood before the absolute in awe. It was more of Orin was by my side. Now I know that there was no god Orin, I will find her. I will murder her.
英雄に
I
なれる
will let them think that. There is a short path, but Baldur's Gate, in killing Ketheric, we fractured the
そうだね
cult's leadership.
アブソ
When
ル
we
ト
break
教団
the
の
other
統
chosen
率を
and
崩し
claim
た
their netherstones, we can take control.
その力で何をする
The power of the enslaved elder brain could reshape the world. We could reshape
栄光だ
the
な
world. Patience. If we do not, but first, we take the
次の王
netherstones,
になりたいと
then the brain, then the world, and then we will need no gods. We have a purpose and a bond. There is
おーや
yet
った
one thing about
説明しても
when
らわな
we
いといけない
killed the tieflings at the grove. I was not in control of my actions. You do not
これ
have
で
that
ティーフリングを
excuse.
殺した時はい、はい
So I ask you,
なぜ私はティーフリングを殺したか
why kill them?
お前の信頼を得たいと思っていた
A wise ploy, and it was successful to an extent. We did not find a cure, but we found our purpose. I am satisfied. Now,
きたーミンサラが7657経験値を得たどういうこと
Viconia de Vir. Do you know of her?
an exile from Lolth, much like myself. There is no love for her in the Underdark.
Ah, there is little love for her on the surface anymore.
You wish to consult me? I take no pleasure in his passing. Of course. I believe he was an honorable. I sympathize. It is a sharp mind. I saw strength, but I will never forgive him
やつが
for
私を
handing me to Orin. For that,
なるほどね
I hope Merkel
恨みは恨み
hollows out his bones. A true soul came to my city. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged them. I thought so too. But in this instance, I was even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away. And whoever sent them was
なるほどね
counting on my
どっ
curiosity
から来たのか追っ
overcoming
てっ
my
たらムー
caution.
ンライズタワーに来た
Yes. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers. It is never safe, but in this instance, you are correct. As it turned out, to my shame. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of... I expected a battle, but found a fully laden... Ketheric expected us. Expected me. Perhaps I deserved what came after the welcome. Ketheric proposed an alliance between Moonrise and
なるほどね
Menzoberranzan.
そこで見込みがあると
I admit I
仲間に
was
引き入れる
captivated, but he invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. It was not it was the pale woman at the foot of the table. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them. Few things frightened me. Ketheric
オ
held
ー
me
リンは
still,
強いということな
his hand on my shoulder. When Orin stood before me, I want this one, she said.
へえ
Ketheric
これオ
nodded
ーリ
his
ンに認
permission.
められたと
You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. She forced me to watch as my men were processed, and then she placed the tadpole in my eye herself.
お前は復讐を果たせる
You know the rest as well as I do. There were then there was you. Soon there will be vengeance.
What can I do for you?
じゃあヘイラ
Our enemies spread an elder brain, bound by... Reminds me of old times. extensively.
そうなんだ。シセル3人と会ったことあるんだ。
It is most. Take
そうか、
courage.
一応英雄的
We
人
have
物だもんな。
killed a man who could not die, and you have another. These chosen have reason to
仲間にな
fear
り
you,
たい
and
のか。
of course, falling foul of Ketheric. We ventured into darkness to. When we reach Baldur's Gate,
オッケー、仲間になってく
you're
れ。
amply reinforced already. With the Absolute's army gone,
アブソ
the
ル軍
Risen
の
Road
軍が
should
消
be
えてリ
clear.
ズンガイドを通
We
れる
can
は
follow
ず。
it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's
竜渡
Crossing.
り。あ、はいはい
Denthelin's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in. Beyond that,
なるほどね。次の行き先か。さあ、
Very well.
君は
Aelin!
あ、イソベル。
Isabel!
私が見たの闇だけだった。感謝しきれてもしきれない。後で八重地に会いに行ってもいい？お、いいよと。あ、仲間になるんだ。
Be gone.
Sorry.
Be gone.
Sorry.
You'd make a fine.
OK、この西ね。ここでバルダーズゲートに向かう西の道へ進むと。いやー、ようやくいけるねと思ったけど、これもしかして前に戻れない？
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric.
決戦に勝って初めに過ぎない。この先にもっと多くの戦いが待っているわ。それも簡単には勝てないでしょ。味方が必要よ。味方ならもういるけど。他にも味方が必要。町に到着した時残ってる人いるだろうか。
Even if the buildings are demolished, Baldur's Gate may not seek on its streets those together. We will.
なるほど。もっと仲間を増やせと。こっち行きましょうよ。 アンダーダークへの道。いける？アンダーダークまで。
Let's see what this does.
We don't have time to waste
戻ってる
retreading.
時間はない。
We
追跡
must.
し続けなくては戻れないんだ。そうなんだ。
But his shadow
進み
curse
続けなくちゃいけないと。
We'll need to be careful out there.
あ、大休憩一回挟むか。仲間も増えてることだし。と思ったけど。あ、ミンサラに会おう。正座してる。
As you approach Minthara, you feel her mind reaching
あ、
out to
戸惑いがち
yours,
やから好奇
tentative
心
and
だけ。あー、来
curious.
たね。そっと出す。
Then it retreats, soft as a
好意を
whisper.
抱かれてる。
Sorry. Old habits.
一体何を
I did not ask permission. When we first met, before moonrise, I intruded on your thoughts without hesitation and took what I needed from your memories. I would not do that again, unless I had reason to think you were hiding something from me. And I do not. I did not think we would ever share anything more than an uneasy alliance, born of our mutual enmity for the Absolute. I was wrong. A deeper bond has grown between us. I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again, now that my mind is my own. May I?
やったー。
Of course. I do not hide anything from you. When the Absolute fell silent, I thought I would be alone. I expected to spend my days among surface dwellers who knew nothing of my culture. I did not expect to meet another outcast from the Underdark who understood me. I did not expect you.
来た、お前も特別
I
な
have
存
been
在。
told that I am special since my mother. Before the Absolute, I lived a life of certainties. I knew that I was destined for greatness because I was born to it. I also knew that my inherited privilege came with a cost. That the bonds of fellowship and family could be broken by envy and ambition. I could not enjoy the taste of food for fear of poisoning, and I could not enjoy the company of lovers and friends because I feared they hid knives behind their smiles. In spite of the danger, I was happy. I knew myself, and I understood the world around me. Now, nothing is certain. Without Lolth, without the Absolute, without my home, I do not know myself. But you do, I think. Show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you.
もちろん。
She joins her thoughts with yours, and you are as one. You share in her strength of mind and formidable will, but also the doubts that eat at her conviction. Those doubts cluster in swarms, and the thickest is around her sense of self. She pushes past, revealing the image of her you hold in your mind. What does she see?
一番選ぶよ。
The cold shell of Minthara's mind melts away, and you are drawn into the heart of her. Warm, passionate, and dangerous.
I have never lacked confidence, but this conflict seems so much bigger than the two of us. It frightens me. I do not know if we will survive it, but whatever life remains to us, I would gladly spend it fighting at your side and lying with you at night.
Her mind touches yours, feather light and hesitant. A stark contrast to the confidence with which her thoughts intruded on yours in the
フェザータッ
past.
チだよな。
Tonight, there will be no voices, no orders, no gods. I belong only to you.
Only to you された。
You wish to consult me?
よーし、じゃあ進みますか。いざバルダーズゲートへ。
Well, Wargaz failed to kill you. I won't make the same mistake.
なんかいきなり敵が現れた。
I'm ready.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Let me strike.
なんかゲイルやっぱ足手まとい気味だな。
We'll take the artifact for my queen.
でもゲイル以外味方はいないんだろう。 装備をちゃんと拾って
Onward.
Please help me.
ゲイル足手まといか。ゲイルすぐ死ぬ。
Keep them guessing. Never a dull moment.
On your command, I will not fail.
最高さん強いね。
Another fight. Let's go. Time for some bloody work.
Fresh orders?
強いね。
Come on, can't stay idle.
Fine.
Your command? Lila Lurl.
Me ちゃくちゃ移動するやん。
On my way.
Ready for battle.
Time for a cull.
ははは、外す。
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Over here!
Breathe deep and move. Time to press ahead.
On your command.
The psionic detector alerted us to the Githyanki attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
チーライツカヤ、ギスヤンキのロングソード、サイオニック守りの鎧。精神ダメージに対して抵抗を得る。ワンコボーナスアクションとして魔導士の手が発動できる。しかも念動力が侵入者を止めろ女王の命だ。
Open up.
You need my expertise.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yes.
I've got a long road ahead.
さあ
At the ready. Anything of use?
さあ蘇生させましょうか。くそー、ゲイルちょっと足手まといだな。
I have something to ask.
There you are. I have
どうし
awaited
ま
you.
した？
Feel my voice, Moon Maiden
あ
Seluna.
あ、使徒。
Hear me, my mate, most high. Blessings upon the
祝
slayer
福を
of the
まあ言って
wicked
くれてよ
one.
かったな。
We are a powerful party indeed. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side.
おお、
I
仲間
am
になるんだ
pleased。to hear it. I am free from my bonds. You must face them. I will have. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me. When she died, he turned to wretched Shah. That he and his loathsome advisor Balthazar lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make. But lo, the brute is dead. Why, she already has. She has. So mighty are her wonders.
これ仲間になってるってこと？
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. A great Ketheric. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? This was different. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. I understand it's strange. Then... And... Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I didn't know that then. But I could see... I found last light within the shadows. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together... I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect... It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing. I'm grateful for your help. Looking forward to a bit of...
Begone, friend. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal.
あれ、蘇生マンがいない。蘇生してくれる優しいおじちゃんがいないんだけど。あ、いたいたいたいた。
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted. Recall that in fate dost thou require a new ally. Thou mayest, as fate dost thou require a new ally. Which of them dost thou resist the price of balance? Thou wilt not. Dost thou require anything else? Very well.
傭兵を雇うってある。傭兵、まあ、仲間がいなくなったら傭兵。よみがえれ。
Go ahead. I'm listening. Patched up. Pushing on.
よし、戻ろう。バルダーズゲートへの道。
The land. Perhaps we could have lifted it, had we tried. The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's
バル
Gate
ダー
is
ズゲ
their
ートが奴らの
target.
目的地だ。ジャーナル勲章。豪多種。ネザーストーン、仲間を集める。ボールは最も忠実な味方になった。いや、ボールはもう幻滅されてどっか行っちゃったけど。まあ、プレイヤブルキャラクターというよりも、旅の、まあ、支援をしてくれる仲間を探そうってことやな。
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. The sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
豪多種。
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketherick. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
やばいね。
Beyond the
ああ、
campsite,
野営
the
地の向こう
city
で街が
waits in
不気味な
uneasy
静けさの中で
silence.
床さまっている。こ
One
れが
sleep away.
バルダーズゲートの、まあ向こうだね。山の向こうがバルダーズゲートね。手前は違うね。龍眼砦。
You wish to consult me?
Moving in.
Lost in thought.
なんで至福の喜びが。
Immediately.
No time to rest. Time to press ahead.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem, the world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
と
Of
している。
course, the problem with what Cazador. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit
そうだね。
the floor.
奴の力を手に入れよう。
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was. After 200 years of shit. Pure shit! Look, all I'm saying is let's be clever about it. Let's find out more about the rich. If we track down my old
俺の
comrades,
昔の仲間
never
別の
spawn,
スポーンを
we
見つ
may
ければ
discover
わかる
more
かもしれない。
and be finally positioned for yours truly. To
OK、
ascend.
別のスポーンを探そう。
If we don't find my brethren, we should get to them first. Unless
敵と
Cazador
して出る
change
かもしれ
their
ないか。
orders, they'll be in the dens of this.
OK、OK。夕張の海底寺院。
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Looking forward to a bit of.
Ah, ジャヒーラおるやん。
I want to have a word.
こんな遠いところに。
One final night in the open air, and then back. That speaks well of your taste. If you have questions, ask. It was there. Have I full? Which is to say, yes. I
年寄りなんだな。
ask it. More than I felt. Then, who am I speaking to? Do not. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has. You have enough fine young folk to run.
OK、八重町出よっか。は出れないから大休憩するしかないと。
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison, and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
解放するのか、解放して自由にするのか、自分が新たな王になるのか。それはね、ミンサラ的には2番だね。
A thrill courses through you at the thought. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us.
なんだ。あ、ギスヤンキの襲撃。
You're under attack. Help me.
アブソリュートが制御する前にポータルへ行こう。文句いいな。
Please help me.
This way.
I thirst for combat. Time to bleed.
Find your way to the portal. I need your help.
Where do I go from here? What path lies before me?
Gestaski! Vorpheus!
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Let's go.
Yes.
これ普通に霧渡りで行けるのか
Time to push my luck again.
な。またゲール死んだ。またゲール死んだよ。
Fresh orders?
More are coming. Hurry, or we will all become thralls.
The dance macabre. A better position.
I won't give in. Another step forward.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Your stomach drops. Your chest constricts. Your thoughts begin to splinter.
You are found.
Ah, you're fun.
Now you hear me. Now you yield.
これ間に合わなかったってことかな。あ、マインドフレアに変身しちゃう。
Join me. Throw.
おう、ノーだね。まあワープで初手行くのがいいな。
Never wanted the easy path.
The gate is closed. To place him. If the time comes, I can stay one move ahead of him. After 200 years of shit. If we track down my old comrades, it would...
The absolute all who to get fully liberate them from their parasites.
世界を征服するのだ。
We're under attack. Help me.
エレメントだったけど。強いなこいつ。複数回攻撃、冬の勇気。何それ、混合破砕。かっこよ。文句かっこよ。
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
These boots have seen everything.
Nemesis. Some healing for a wizard in need.
またゲイル死んだよ。
My victims await.
Let's turn someone inside out. Quickly.
Come quickly! I can't do this without you.
わあ、これ何の神だ？
I'm under attack.
ゲイル死んでるのはないわ。
They all were together when we liberate them from that power.
Mom! We're under attack. Help me!
Step quick.
What fools these mortals be.
Intelligent. ここでいいのか。戦う必要ない。
That orb's going to blow.
オーブが爆発するともう長くない。
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
ready and willing. How delicious.
Well, so much for peace.
Unleash me. Right away.
Let's spill some blood. Creator, destroyer. Certainly. Let's have some courage.
Oh, 林だ。
One can't always be a gentleman.
Ready for battle.
Shall we dance?
Your command.
I don't fancy their chances.
Let me strike.
ミスしちゃうんだもんな、そこでな。
Can't slow down.
そうか、デフォルトでやつかみもんだもんな。
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Our enemies still draw breath.
No one back home will ever believe this.
It's not over. I need you now.
How much farther can I go?
皇帝。
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
A mind flayer? What the blazes is going on here?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I'm must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
証明しろ。
You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackhead's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help
力を貸しましょうか。失敗しちゃうんだ。まあここは成功したいな。
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. But if you insist on taking a look together, we can turn the tide.
Yo, 何こいつ。はい。いいダメージ。100近くダメージ当たるかな。ハッタッカ混合気泡剣かっこいいな。姿替えでさせちゃおう。マジかよ。
There's blood in the air. Don't linger.
Destroy the honor guard.
お、ナイス支配。
I seek an advantage. Lilala.
月光町はこの B も使おう。ナイス。この人がプリズムの核。
That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the absolute.
A mind flayer? Not the savior I've been hoping for.
If I'd known you would be so open-minded, I would have saved myself a lot of effort. But I'm glad you're not here to judge. I was someone once. Someone just like you.
なるほどね。
An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Not all mind flayers are alike. I have always valued freedom above all else. In my past life and present. It has been a burning need within me for as long as I can remember.
マインドフレイヤーでもちょっと特殊なマインドフレイヤーだったと。
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me
犠
eliminate
牲ヤン
them.
キールートはこいつ
Alone,
を助けるルートがある。
Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war.
そうだね。ブラキスはあくま
will
で
be finished.
簒奪者、略奪者なわ
A very good question. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to that Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to it. But it was important enough. The moment I found it, I felt a chain and found Orph. I realized what the prism was for. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
You. Me? そうだね。オルフェスを解放するとどうなる？
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. My original body was destroyed when I first escaped the Elder Brain. I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabit, I realized that returning to my form, any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance. I already had to hand in. As an Elithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before.
お前もこの変化を受け入れるべきだ。
Should embrace this change.
なぜそんなこと？
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeat. I've been studying you for a while now. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength. If you let me,
お前さえ良ければ
I
進
can
化させてやれ
evolve
る
you.。
進化するとどうなる？
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
どうしようどうしよ
The answer is twofold. Two. Why would I?
う。リリジーとなった方が進化を望むか。いやー、進化しよっかな。
I'm happy to have more powerful friends, but, well, better you than me.
You continue. You're mine. Now,
本当に特別な選手
hold
だ。
out your hand.
はい。なんだこれは。
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone.
他者と交わらなければならない。それはなんだ？
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia.
妖精の意志を
It has
される。
become extraordinary.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intent if you let it. It will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
What are you?
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast.
I suppose if it
その方法
works.
でもいいんだが。
But if you had opened your mind to it rather than consuming it, your
味方も
allies
そうな
could
の？
have taken advantage of its power as well.
そうなんだ。
The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected.
You are
ずば抜けている。
exquisite. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the chosen. The brain has gone to the city. We must not let them reach it.
ハーフイリジットになった。脳編成を歓迎し、ハーフイリジットになった。より強力なサイオニックを解き放てるようになった。
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
空が飛べる。空が飛べるよ。ああ、なるほど。封印されてた。ハーフイリジット。封印されてたやつが。習熟強化。説得ペテン威圧の判定で習熟強化を得る。いいね。これはサイオニックの支配。18メートル以内にいる敵からその呪文を無効化できる。強い。ブラックホール。ああ、強力な16番を作り出す。精神爆砕。精神粉砕。アーマークラス1減少。ディスプレイサービーストの姿。知力吸収。毎ターン知力を上げる減らす。次のアクションに使用する呪文スロットチャージと魅力的にそうする必要される。精神の聖域。精神爆砕。食べなければよかった。心開けばよかったな。
Our enemies are everywhere.
Keep a blade close.
Looking ahead.
ブラックホールも覚えちゃおう。わあ、飛行いいな。飛行。ブラックホール精神爆砕。精神爆砕使えそう。強力な攻撃も。支配のアストラル。
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable.
Since you ingested my gift instead of using it,
the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Elder エルダーブレインを支配する。破壊する。オルフェウスを解放する。ああ、オルフェウス解放したいって言ってたな、ボスが。彼についてレイゼルと話そう。
and communes with Lae'zel's.
Orpheus. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus. The blood of the mother. The prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know that long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call... Yes. Our current... But it was the first whom Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
確かになんで相手一人なの？
Orpheus is not just a Githyanki. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living... One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow. If the Githyanki are to be free...
Once again, your mind open.
More writings on the Prince of... The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, Vlaakith's faithful roar... The Prince of the... Praise be to Mother Gith. Vlaakith has reigned unchallenged for millennia. What about him? Orpheus's honor guard, loyal, trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths. But I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. The Emperor may be... Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic?
来た。あー、チャプター2終了。ここからチャプター3、アクト3だね。ゴータ勝利の拠点を見つけ出し、ネザーストーンを脱出するんだ。なるほどね。前の拠点に戻れないと。そういうことか。
Another step forward.
よし。というわけで今日はここで終了しよっかな。キリがいいね。というわけで、アクト3に到着しました。うん。また物語が大きくなった。というか新たな目的ができたね。というわけで。 ありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。